Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis updated commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it. And if you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com where I dive deeper into all these topics and subjects looking for potential investment opportunities and sharing them with the community. Special is the coupon code. If you'd like to join, use that special, which you type in special for the coupon code, and get yourself some savings on the monthly and yearly memberships. Let's dive in, take a look, see what's going on today. So we've got the dollar here, and the dollar is strengthening today, even though yields were down a little bit. As the dollar strengthens with yields going down, a little bit of flight to safety is kind of what that may signify. But we'd have to see that continue. It could also just be, the dollar isn't up substantially. It's up just a little bit, 0.25%, and yields went down just a teeny bit. So the dollar finding a little bit of a bid right now. We're underneath a little bit of resistance. Well, I should say we're in support area, and we'll see if support holds us here. The 2-year yield down a little bit, but again, this still looks bullish to go higher, in my opinion. Kind of an inverted shoulder head shoulder there where we could potentially head higher. Think of this as a squeeze up into this and maybe a potential break to the upside. The 10-year yield down, but still above support. We were down 1.13%. And I know Vicent and maybe Powell, they want to keep this around the 4.5% level or lower. The 30-year bonds are down 0.63%, getting a little bit of resistance with the wick at the top there. But right now, the momentum is up. And we'll have to see if this momentum will get changed with that wick that we received here of a potential turn throughout the day and momentum heading lower. Bond price is up slightly, but the momentum is to the downside. It could be a reversal candlestick here where we've got a bullish piercing where we could start to see this try to work its way on up. So the wick at the top of the yields is indicating that we could get a turn lower in yields and a move higher in bond prices with this bullish piercing candlestick. 02, 03 yields here. So 2-year, 2-year, 10-year yields. This looks good to go higher and reinvert again. We've been chopping back and forth here ever since the announcement of tariffs, that Liberation Day. We've been bouncing back and forth. But that does look like it could potentially go higher. That's also a reversal candlestick. The TYX TNX ratio is up 0.45. We lost a little bit of momentum throughout the day, but that's just, with the stronger dollar, this is up a little bit, so not much of a tailwind behind gold at the current moment. Gold's down $21 an ounce or $20 an ounce, and we're still consolidating sideways. We've got silver down 1.4. It looks like a retest of this pattern. So if I were to put a little bit better, cleaner looking line on here, instead of me just drawing it in, we're right on top of that support there. So we'll see if we can get a bounce off support here and maybe a potential move higher. Platinum down slightly. That's a bloody nose. We've broken out. There's a possibility that we come back and do a little bit of a retest before moving higher as well. So that is on the table. But overall, we've broken out, and I'm looking for a move higher on the longer term view. Palladium down 3% today. Kind of a larger down day after these three monstrous up days. We've broken the downtrend line, and I still think this will go higher with time. XE to gold ratio moving sideways and still at an incredibly cheap level with big runway for gold and silver mining companies to outperform gold. GDX down slightly, down 0.5%, and still looking good to break upwards out of this flag pattern. GDXJ has that flag pattern too. If you draw it, I'll just flip this one here. Draw it more on the lines of this. We've got that flag pattern that's potentially there and trying to break out. We've got SILJ doing something very similar underneath resistance. The resistance line going here, if you use the closing prices, it's right on these closing prices there. We're right underneath it. Crude oil down 1.14%. We're kind of right at support. I put a little box here, a rectangular box. That's where support begins and really starts to strengthen us in that purple shaded area. This does look bullish still. I don't see a ton of follow through, and it could be a flag pattern or falling wedge that is forming here over time, and then we could break out. And really, what this is forming is an inverted shoulder, head, shoulder, potentially, if we can get some follow through to the upside. We've got TTF gas looking bullish, just some small red candlesticks today, which is a falling pennant formation or flag pattern. Looks good to go higher. Natural gas down again, just two small red candlesticks inside of a bullish engulfing big green boy there. So that still looks good to go higher. XOP, yeah, you know me, we were down 0.08%, filling in this gap. We came back on pretty small selling pressure candlesticks. That still looks bullish to go higher, in my opinion. So that's still good. OIH, and I know we had a little bit stronger selling pressure yesterday. Today we were down 0.12%. We'll see if we can get back above support here. I should say we're at support. I can throw in a rectangle here. There's a lot of support in this region right through there, and that's right where we're at. Newcastle coal futures down 0.8%. We're trying to break above this resistance area and create some sort of bottoming pattern here. It's possible that we are creating a inverted shoulder, head, shoulder. So shoulder, head, shoulder, and then a potential break higher, much like crude oil is trying to do. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust up 2%, pretty good. This could be a reversal candlestick where we had a little bit of a pullback here in the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, and now we've got a bullish piercing candlestick where we could potentially try to go higher here. Uranium down slightly, and I think this one's 1 day delayed, but it's still looking good and flagging out sideways here. URA up 1.13%. The equities are being purchased, at least in URA, and moving higher. That looks good. We've got URNM down slightly, but that still could turn here and move on higher. I'm leaving the upward candlestick. And URNJ had a little bit more selling pressure. This is always more volatile, and I do think we could eventually head higher here. We can also move these around. We don't have to have them be perfect. You can have patterns that go up a little bit like this, where you get a shoulder, a head, and then you get another shoulder, and then you break higher. So that is possible too. We've got nickel up slightly today, and that's been chopping sideways. Still trying to find a floor here. Copper, it's trying to break out again of this falling squeezing pattern, and it hasn't really moved yet. Still chopping sideways where the buyers and sellers are equaling each other. COPX moving sideways inside of a pattern here. Like to break out eventually. Lithium down 0.77%. I still think this could go higher though. It's looking okay. We've got our nice little flag patterns that were developed back here. I'll just delete them out of there. And that still looks okay to try to work its way up. We don't have a ton of selling pressure. No big elongated red candlesticks. There's a little one here. We went lower today, but there was no follow through. We've got REMX up 1%. It's in that support box that we've got some trades all happening. Iron ore chopping sideways again, still squeezing. Aluminum up 0.38%, but again, this isn't a bear flag. We could see follow through to the downside. Baltic Dry Index sideways, squeezing in its pattern still. There we are. And I did this thing pretty long time ago. We've got emerging markets down 0.37 with the dollar slightly higher, but again, it's sitting on top of everything, and we don't see a ton of selling pressure there. We've got Mu down slightly. Again, not much selling pressure. We're above support. The upward arrow is still in standing. KRE down slightly. We're in the support region, and it kind of looks like we're doing a inverted shoulder, head, shoulder pattern. So watch for that. XHB selling off a little bit today, but again, we're still above this downtrend line. That's to the upside. So sometimes when you get out of these things, you get some resistance, and you could potentially be putting in some sort of shoulder, head, shoulder, or a potential double bottom. Those things can develop over time. Russell 2000 down slightly. Again, this looks like that shoulder, head, shoulder deal. SPX, it's just the shoulders on top of it, so it's something that's up like that, kind of like uranium is. NASDAQ doing the same thing, doing the shoulder, head, shoulder, just looks a little bit different heights. Not a lot of selling pressure here. It's still holding on. I know some people are calling for a big move lower, but I don't see the big reds coming out yet. Doesn't mean it can't, just not yet. SMCI down a little bit, but it's still consolidating. It looks okay. And I think this is a double bottom where this could go higher. NVIDIA, 0.8% putting in the flag pattern. I put that in a little while ago. So that still looks good to go higher. Bitcoin extending above its breakout here to all-time, I think that's all-time highs. Yeah, it is. And that looks good. Looks good to go higher. Higher, higher, higher. It's got that stair-step pattern coming up. Looks very strong. Ethereum also breaking out of its pattern, looking good to go higher. Looks pretty solid here. MicroStrategy down 0.8%, but it's flagging out, which is a bullish formation to go higher for MicroStrategy. And then the VIX is down 2.73. It's underneath resistance, and we'll see if it breaks higher. It could. We do have a bullish formation potentially forming underneath that resistance. But that's what I've got for today, guys. Give me a thumb up for the content, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website, use special as coupon code. We've got a Saturday question and answer session coming up at 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Bring your questions. I'll answer whatever you guys want. So that's what I've got for today. We'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.